Hey everybody, Darien here with a little important public service announcement before you get into listening to the brand new episode. I don't know if any of you had seen on our social medias, we posted that um, there's been a big change with the way the podcast can be listened to. From the very start, we were on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. But as the show grows and gets bigger and better, when video comes, we will no longer be able to produce episodes on Apple Podcasts. So if you're listening there, there's still YouTube, which is a lot more content on YouTube that you can't get on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But I thought I'd let you guys know now. But I want to thank you all so much for listening on there. And we hope you continue to join us as we dive into the world of Marvel and DC. Yeah, thank you. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I was gonna get a joke. Let me get a joke because I forgot to get one before we started. Here we go. Wait. Okay. Ready? We're gonna restart that.
Sure.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito, the show where we're certified and licensed to travel in the Batmobile, the Invisible Jet, and the Thanos Copter. My name's Darien.
Darren, you said that joke last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
That's not the one I said last week.
It is the one you said last week.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Hang on. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito, the only show that is so inconsistent with its show that it could be the next Marvel's Avengers. My name's Darius.
My name's Landon.
And today we have a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been after that third attempt at an intro?
Third attempt. Well, much better than my situation. Well, you're making fun of me, but I'm still telling the truth of what happened. My apartment is somewhat flooding currently, so that is annoying. I was something with my AC unit. It's leaking water, and it's just water is coming from the ground from my house. So that's not so been better. And you made a joke that dogged on us. So yeah, I'm doing all right. How have you been doing?
All right, it's kind of hanging in there. It was weird. This week is weird. Got to watch first episode of a Marvel Disney Plus show. I haven't done that in about 10 months. So
Oh.
it was that was that. I've been reading a little bit, writing, playing Final Fantasy VII nonstop.
Yeah, I just got 16 playing that.
There is no ending to this game. I'm already confirming that.
It's
It
a Final
doesn't
Fantasy
end.
game. Shit.
Not that I want it to end, but like, good lord.
I want the end, but I don't.
Yeah.
From what told me, you're decent, but you still got a good way.
I feel like another 12 hours left in this game.
Yeah, I think that might be accurate.
But yeah. We also got a lot of stuff to talk about this week. A lot of good news. So I guess we go ahead and get right into it because we need to talk about Secret Invasion, particularly episode 1. So, spoilers. Haven't done this in a while. For Secret Invasion, episode 1, Resurrection. All right. Going in, I know you just watched it like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
I watched it twice. I saw it Wednesday when it came out before I saw Flash, and then I saw it I think Thursday actually with somebody else. I hadn't seen it. So I've seen it twice, you've seen it once. What were your thoughts going into episode 1?
I was a little I'll be honest, there's a part of me that was a bit nervous about the show. Only because of because there wasn't. I don't know. Marketing was kind of weird for it. I don't know. Would you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that was a big thing that I think would have helped the show if they marketed it a little bit better. I think if they kept that like cool website thing going on for like a while. Like
yeah.
that started the marketing with that and just kept it going and made a lot of people interested.
Mhm. I was all like, oh, maybe they're not confident in this a bit, and kind of got me a bit nervous. But it's actually not bad. It's
Yeah.
actually pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going into it. I was a little more excited mainly because I've read the comic. So I know that I knew that the show wasn't going to be like the comic. Most of the Marvel MCU stuff isn't like the comic. But I was interested going into it because the comic is really cool and the fact that it's like, oh, you don't know who's the scroll. Literally everything is so confusing. You don't know who to trust. And that's kind of what it is in this show.
Yeah.
Um and and granted, I can say this now. This is a slow burn show.
Oh yeah.
So like it takes a while to get into the plot. So I think that might turn a lot of people off. It doesn't turn me off. It's like I'm a fan of more serious stuff and rather than like Thor Love and Thunder. But um sorry, I had to say that. But I don't know, let me see where we start with this. I mean, so basic plot of the episode, Nick Fury come down from space, right? Everett Ross, a scroll.
Yeah.
I have a theory about that.
Yeah.
So in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, when Okoye shows up to free Ross from the prison transport or whatever it was, I think. My theory is that Okoye there is because like she's really far off from Wakanda. Like I don't think she wasn't exiled. She was just stripped of her rank
Yeah.
of Dora Milaje. But I don't know why she would be like off in America doing stuff.
Yeah.
So she shows up and frees Ross, and that's lets me see of that. I think that Okoye was a scroll,
Yeah.
and that it captured Ross, and they have Ross it like held up in those weird pod things that they have where they get their memories or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but that's my theory there. And I guarantee you, I'm gonna have a lot more theories as the show goes on.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
I got, I got another one. There's a scene. I don't know if you remember this. It towards the middle. It was a really quick scene. I guess it was just setting up part of a storyline that'll continue on later with Rhodey and the president. Is the Rhodey walks up and he's telling the president about Fury and Hill and stuff like that. And I forgot what the president says to him back, which that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe president of the United States. Um, who we know that the president, well, we know the president is going to end up being Thunderbolt Ross and Captain America next year.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that this president's either going to die or he's a Skrull.
Yeah. And then that's gonna be a whole. Well, I mean, who's
Ordeal.
the president?
What?
Who's the vice president? 'Cause, I mean, I'm guessing.
Oh, I don't know. It
I
could be
guess.
Thunderbolt Ross. It could be. Because Rhodey is the right hand man of the president, but I don't know if he's exactly got a rank or not. But
Yeah.
I know that Thunderbolt Ross was Secretary of State. I think I don't know. The Vision said that in Civil War. I think he called him Secretary of State.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
so he's there. So he could be vice president. That wouldn't be
Yeah. Yeah.
biggest.
Hang on like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my other theory. But I mean, get back to what happened in the episode. I mean, find out. Get this. I really like the intro of this episode.
Yeah.
Like just personally, I don't know. I just like I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Like the whole. I know it's the Marvel Studios intro, by the way. Didn't have it wasn't the normal intro. It was just kind of like it like instead of showing like all the heroes coming towards the screen, it didn't do that. It just went straight to the Marvel Studios thing.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
You want to talk about the other, like the elephant in the room intro, or
Oh yeah, I forget about that. So this
it,
show,
it's kind of weird because it's not that big of a deal, but it is at the same time. I consider it a pretty big deal.
yeah,
Uh,
it
I,
this
I,
show is controversial in the fact that it is the first major Hollywood production to features something created by AI.
Yeah.
The intro, cinematic. Right.
Yeah.
There are bad things to look at about it, and there are good things to look at about it. Things that were like, oh, okay, that's not as bad, and then stuff to be like, yeah, that does suck.
Yeah.
I'll start with the sucky part. I this is kind of a slippery slope. If the other companies see this like, oh, Marvel's using AI, that means we can. So eventually we'll start getting more AI into movies, and then by then we'll get AI scripts, and then they just start turning into like AI writing our scripts for us, and
Yeah.
that's obviously not what we want because that takes away people's jobs. This is already taken away people's jobs, except this particularly isn't, but I mean it could. From what I've read, the company Method Studios, who worked on the intro, were VFX artists, and they used AI as a tool to make the intro.
Yeah.
So I guess they still designed it, still inputted what they wanted, and they did everything, but they still got paid for it. So I mean, no one lost their job, but it is a little scary.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now, so they were so creators were paid and they were and all that. Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's not horrible, but it's like scary for the industry as a whole.
Yeah, and
Um, yeah,
I'm like, I don't like it. Um, I don't know if this was confirmed or not, or what was going on, but I like the idea of what you were telling me. Of it's actually like intentional because
well,
scrolls are like
yeah.
they're
If
you know
it's a human impersonation is what AI is of the art, and that's what a
yeah
scroll is.
yeah
And so it's kind of a metaphor. And be
I,
honest, like to fit the vibe of the show, I kind of liked it.
yeah no and I can maybe get behind that. I'm like okay I can get that. I can get
Yeah,
behind that.
it was trippy. It did look ugly at points, but I think that was the point. Like I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't have used AI to save a buck. That doesn't seem like something Marvel Studios would do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, I'd be surprised. I mean, Lord knows
Yeah,
what they, but
like that's the whole point of the writer's strike. I feel like is to more fair compensation for writers and like not resort to like AI or stuff like that.
yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah.
But
I mean, we'll see what's going on.
yeah,
Um,
I mean, even if you don't like it, you just skip it. I mean, that
yeah,
I people are not watching the show because of the intro, which I think is absurd. I'm thinking like just skip it. It's a 30-second thing in a 55-minute episode.
yeah. Look, again, I'm very back and forth. I mean, I'm not going to boycott the show over it, but I don't think it's a good business practice. Everyone, like, I'm gonna let it slide. I'll be like, okay, cool idea. Okay, I can maybe get behind it,
Yeah.
but I don't dare want to see it anything else.
No, and I don't think they will. There's been a lot
Like
of backlash.
I don't want to open up Moon Knight season 2. Oh, we're using AI because of the spirits, Conchi or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like okay, hold up,
Yeah.
you know. I'll,
Yeah, that would be no, that'd be awful.
it doesn't sound good. It's like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that?
Um, yeah, yeah. But I'll see. From what I've seen, people have come to grips with it. I mean, you can skip it. There's a skip intro button for a reason. So, I mean, for anyone out there who wants to watch the show but doesn't like that intro, just skip it.
Yeah,
Um, let me see. You talk about major stuff. What characters we get introduced to in this? Obviously Nick Fury's there. He's old. He's limping a little bit.
yeah,
Old man Nick Fury's not good joints.
yeah.
Arthritis.
Some Nick Fury has arthritis now.
Yeah, well, he's old and washed up. Um, I can be honest. I love Nick Fury. I
It's Nick
I
Fury.
love, yeah, I love that whole scene when they're in they're looking for the guy who has the dirty bombs, and he's sitting there with the gun, and he was like, "You gonna shoot me?" He was like, "No." Well, probably.
Oh,
And
oh,
then Taylor smashes his head into the wall. He's like, "Well, not anymore."
That's
Um,
cool.
what was that one? What did he say? He said to Talos in that one point, he was like, Talos was like, and I'm considered good looking amongst my kind. He was like, I've met a lot of good looking Skrulls, and you ain't one of them.
I mean, like, what makes a good looking scroll?
I don't know. They all kind of look the same.
Gonna
Um, but yeah, we Nick Fury's old washed up. Maria Hill, I guess, is one to contact and bring him down from Saber, which is what was in the Marvels trailer.
yeah,
That weird space station.
yeah.
I thought
I'm definitely gonna.
yeah, I'm curious if that's Sword though. That's like the same thing, or maybe they like changed its name after that one dude left. Whatever the villain of WandaVision.
Oh
Uh,
God, can't remember.
Hayward. Hayward was his name. Because he was like the head of Sword after Monica Maria Rambeau. I don't know. Anyway, so Maria Hill, I guess, contacted and brought him down. Let's see. It's cool to see some expansion on her character. She's been a side character for this whole time. Last time we saw her, she turned out to be Talos's wife, Squirrel.
Yeah, yeah, that was surprising.
Yeah, that was an end of Far From Home. There's another Far From Home reference too, and a character we meet, Sonia Fallsworth, what was her name? The British MI6 lady with the red out dress or whatever she was wearing.
Yeah.
Um, she mentions, she says, "Thanks for destroying." By the way, thanks for destroying my very expensive flat. And he says something about protecting her city. I think that was a reference to Far From Home with in London being attacked.
Yeah.
Um, it's a little nod there. She actually, um, and I've noticed this. The character is a descendant of one of the Howling Commandos from the first Captain America movie.
Oh, really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, there's a guy in the Howling Commandos named, now I can thank New Rockstars for this. There's a guy in the Howling Commandos named James Montgomery Fallsworth, and he's British. Um, and apparently, I'm thinking she's a descendant, just like that principal that in the Spider-Man movies was for that one guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. She was an interesting character. I don't know what kind of role I think she'll play a bigger role throughout the show, at least with the trailers. But um, I don't know if she's like a good guy or a bad guy. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll
Um,
be for that as well.
let's see. Okay, we can talk about um Gaia. Yes, her name. Tellus's daughter. New character. Well, we saw his daughter in Captain Marvel. She was a little girl. Now she's all grown up. What does she work? She's working for Graphic, right? The villain. Um, let's see. I'm trying to remember because it's been a few days. Um, they basically have a sanctuary in Russia for all the Skrulls called New Skrullos, I think, because their original planet was called Skrullos.
Yeah.
Very unoriginal name. Just changed it. Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Scroll it.
um, but they're bringing people in there. Their whole thing is they're trying to start a nuclear war between America and Russia,
Yeah.
and then that'll like basically wipe out the world, and they can take over.
Yeah.
Um, it's technically Captain Marvel's fault
Yeah.
because she didn't give him a home, so I
Yeah.
blame her.
So
Um,
Brie Larson is
yep,
the blame.
yep. Um, so that's the villain's goal. The villain in this is pretty intimidating. I'm interested to see what more he gets to do. Um, it seems that from what I'm picking up, there was like a something on one of the walls at the beginning in that conspiracy guy's house that said something about the scrolls were stealing tissue from like human tissue and stuff. And apparently, rumor is that they've been stealing tissue from like dead heroes and stuff, and like in order to give the scrolls powers, like the heroes would have.
Yeah.
And there's a part in the trailer, if you look, there's one of the trailers, they had like a picture of a box that said specimen sample Coal Obsidian. Coal Obsidian was that big monster that worked for Thanos.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're doing something with that. So I don't know, I'm interested to see kind of what kind of role that takes in the story. Um, but yeah, it's not like I'm missing something. I mean, oh yeah, I know what it is. the big ending.
Oh yes, yes,
Oh
yeah, the big thing that happened
my
in this.
gosh. Yeah.
But
The ending was
Roger,
pretty intense.
yeah,
I mean, like the he blew up. Kelly killed like hundreds of people.
yeah,
Um, and then got one of the scrolls. I think it was Gravik actually. Disguised as Nick Fury, shoots Maria Hill in the stomach. Not she's not a scroll. We find out at this point she's bleeding red blood and everything. Um, and then Nick Fury shows up, and then she dies right there. Maria Hill, 11 years in the MCU, dies. First episode
yeah,
of Secret Invasion.
yeah, and
Wow.
it's a good hook right there.
If we're if that's the way this is gonna be, good lord.
I know. Imagine like the finale. You
I don't
know,
even want to.
that's like something you get like before the finale episode
Yeah,
comes in.
to like motivate the main character, but no, they motivate him right at the very beginning. It's crazy. I can't believe they killed Maria Hill. I was shocked by that.
Oh yeah, I was too.
Um, yeah, I don't think I don't really much want to touch on right now. It's a slow burn, so we don't know much about the story, what's going on, and all that. Um, I like Talos. I've always liked Talos. I liked him in Captain Marvel, but
Yeah.
I like his actor. He's a good. He was in Rogue One, Star Wars story. He played the
Oh,
villain.
oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think of the episode?
I mean, I liked it. Yeah, with Maria Hill dying, that was a big. I'm not gonna say surprise. Well, it was a surprise, but not a good one. Um, it was. I mean, it was very surprising to happen.
Yeah.
Uh, and I mean, again, Nick Fury. Samuel L. Jackson's been doing
Doing
Nick Fury.
Samuel Jackson things. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing Nick Fury, and he's done. Of course, he's doing it really good. Of course, as always. So
We got
no,
that small little clip too in there of Infinity War in the post credit scene of that.
yeah,
Felt was pretty cool. Thought I'd mention
yeah.
that. Do you
I mean,
did you let me see if you got the same issue I had real quick. Did you notice that the pacing at the beginning was very all over
very,
the place?
yeah, yeah,
It like
exactly.
it found itself eventually, but like I don't know what was going on. Like that roadie scene where he shows up, it was like 30 seconds long. And I was like, why did you put
Yeah, well, what was the point of that? It was very, very, very. I perfectly agree. It seemed very. I want to say like
rushed?
very, yeah, very rushed.
But it
Uh,
found its foot. I think it found its footing towards the middle of the episode, or maybe even before that. But
yeah,
um,
I mean,
hmm,
I'm gonna make the argument here for a minute that like probably the most important part is probably the beginning of a show. You want to get people kind of hooked, and
I
when they're,
mean,
I don't know about this. It's
yeah, it's very serious, which I think might turn off a lot of people. But then again, like, I mean, it's if you love Captain America: The Winter Soldier, it's got those same kind of vibes. So I think
yeah,
um, I'd be able to do that. But I mean, it's all hey, that's one episode in. It's already better than Miss Marvel. So
yeah. So hey, give it that.
yeah, um, yeah, I like the episode. I thought it was good. I'm ready for. I heard episode two. If I heard that if you didn't like episode one, the episode two you're gonna love. So I'm thinking the
Yeah,
episode two will be a lot better. So I mean, this is like none of this is as bad, but I mean it's not like amazing. But I think episode two will get better. Um,
yeah,
yeah, I don't have much else to say though. So I guess we can get to rating it at episode one out of 10.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, where
Okay.
were I like the I'm really wondering with you because the pacing with it being in the very beginning kind of set me back a bit. I'll be
Love
honest.
it. Love it.
Not that it makes the episode bad, but I'd say if you're going to have pacing issues, I think it definitely should not be in like the beginning
Yeah.
of
But
uh
then they
of the
hooked us with the ending. And then
yeah,
I want to complain about being a slow burn, but I know that I can't because I mean that's what it is. So like just because there's not much story in the first episode doesn't mean there's going to be a huge
yeah.
doesn't mean there's not going to be a huge crazy story throughout the thing.
I'm not going to criticize the show with it starting off slow as
Yeah.
long as the payoff is worth it. That's all I
Yeah.
have.
I think I got what I'm ready. Do you have do you know?
Yeah, I think I got mine.
Okay. I was between two numbers, but now I'll add it on this. I think I'm gonna rate episode one, but about 8. I mean, it was
Yeah,
good. I liked it.
yeah, yeah. Same as here.
It
8.
was a 7.5, but then I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't judge it too harshly off of it. Kind of started
So
slow.
yeah, I would. I was actually going to probably do a bit low. I was actually thought about 7, but I was just like, that's what I don't know. Part of me just didn't feel right doing a
It
7. I
doesn't
was like,
feel, yeah, it don't feel like a 7, but it doesn't feel like a higher than an 8 right now.
yeah, I feel like if I give it like a 7, it makes it sound like it's bad when it's not at all.
Yeah,
And it's just that I mean that's pretty my only complaint, with us reviewing this is just the beginning pacing.
yeah,
You know, um, I mean it's a great episode. It's good.
yeah,
I was interested.
yeah. I'm ready for next week. See what happens. I know there's going to be a lot of reveals. We actually have a piece of news later on that we'll talk about with some Secret Invasion stuff. But next up, we got a trailer to talk about. This trailer. In
I've heard
quotations, right? Let's put it in quotations real quick. Kraven the Hunter. Quotations. Trailer dropped this week.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Um However, this is not a Kraven the Hunter movie as you would expect at all.
Yeah,
Where do we start this movie? Okay. Trailer. Expectations going into it.
very low,
Me too. And going out of it
very
even
low,
lower.
even lower.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
I mean,
It's I don't even really want to like spend too much time talking about it because it's just like an abomination.
well,
I don't like it. I hate it.
I don't think it's as cringy as the Morbius trailer. Um, I will say this. Um, I'm not interested at all. I'm still not.
I would have been interested if they didn't make so many changes to the character. What makes him cool, they took away.
Yeah, they made
Like
him
they
have.
gave my dude powers from
Yeah,
getting bit by a lion.
and that's what made him so. That's made him a great hunter. I'm like, nah, dude. Craven was like a ruthless dude, man. Like trying to, what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It,
and plus he doesn't have the Russian accent. His
he
dad
does.
did,
His dad does, and like, I
but
wish
he's American.
his dad should have been Craven.
He has Zeus from Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah. Um,
The same actor.
who was he in DC?
Um, what's Russell Crowe? He played Jor-El, didn't he?
That's who it is. It's Jarrell. That's what
Which
I'm
has,
thinking
I
of.
mean, that's good casting, I think. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, this trailers didn't interest me at all. And the ending with the rhino, I was like, what are you doing? I was
Uh,
like, this is
he is turning into a rhino, man. Don't you?
God. I
It.
don't even want to. I have my rating for the trailer out
It
of 5.
I'm not gonna say it was the worst thing on the planet.
It was.
It, you think it's worse than the Morbius trailer?
Yes. Because at
Dang,
least Morbius is accurate to the comic books.
that is true. I
This is not, this is just a movie. This is just like Aaron Taylor Johnson, like
mean
with
shirtless.
superpowers. Yeah, with superpowers. Biting a
Yeah.
dude's nose off.
Yeah. So because this trailer got leaked, and that was the Green Band one. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Uh, and I was already wasn't impressed. I already wasn't impressed. I'm like, well, here, maybe when Red Band comes out, I'll be more interested. I felt the same, honestly, if not lower, because I was like, maybe Red
He
Band might be better.
did throw a bear trap on a dude's head. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, man, I don't know.
I just not. This is another one of those wait to streaming before we review it movies thing.
Yeah, but yeah,
It
but
comes
wait,
out this year.
I'm telling you right now, I think these movies are going to get box office numbers of lower. I think this
Well,
movie is
I think this movie is gonna be the first movie to make $1 quadrillion in the box office.
one Carvillion, so that's like 5 cent worth of U.S.
Well,
currency.
I mean, it's the same amount as one more billion.
$1 more billion.
Yeah.
And what was that currency to U.S.?
I think it was about like 3 cents to the dollar. So
Dang.
yeah. Um, Do you have
I,
your
I,
rating for this? Because I don't even want to like continue talking about it because I just think it's.
well, I do want
We
to say
also have a lot more important stuff to talk about.
I think we should go see it though.
Oh my
In
God.
theaters. I don't think we should.
Well, we
I
did
just
see Venom 2 in theaters, so I mean,
yeah, that was.
what's
I'm gonna tell
another
you.
bad Sony movie?
I'm gonna make a prediction right now. And then we'll give the rating. This movie will determine if El Muerto will get greenlit or not.
Well, it's already greenlit.
Yeah,
It's
but
it's just in a rough patch, which we'll talk about later.
yeah. And I guess I'll get back on this conversation later. I'm telling you, the movie will get canceled if this bombs, and I'm
It will.
99. I'm 100% sure this will bomb.
Yeah, no. The general audience would be interested, but comic book fans are not interested.
Yeah.
The
I
poster looked cool.
here's the thing. General audience, I don't think it's gonna be. I think. I'll be honest with you. I think you're kind of wrong with it. I think comic book fans will be interested and hate on it. They'll go see it, but they're not gonna like it. General audiences are not gonna care. You
Maybe.
know, general audiences want to see Spider-Man and Spider-Man's in there. I don't know
That's
why they keep.
true. There are
I don't
only
know,
spiders in there.
I don't know what Sony's deal is like teasing Spider-Man in every one of these movies. Like with Morbius had that behind the scenes photo with Raimi's Spider-Man.
I don't know
Then
what that was.
with this movie, you had like a bunch of spiders falling down. I don't know
Well,
if
you
they're
see,
trying to.
Spider-Man does technically show up. I mean, there's some spiders and there's some men, and then so yeah, multiple Spider-Man technically.
Get some. Hey, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You got him
This
there.
trailer really grinded my gears. I gotta be honest.
Hey, I think it got
There
you.
was like one good thing in it that made me like, oh, okay, but then the rest of it, I was like, what are they doing? So I have my rating out of 5. I'm gonna rate the Kraven the Hunter trailer 1.5 out of 5.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you went a bit higher than me. I was gonna say a one, just no 0.5.
I gave
Uh,
it the 0.5 because the bear trap. I give it the 1 because there's at least some semblance of a story.
some assembly. I don't think there will be one when it releases. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be one.
Well,
Well, I'm
I
gonna
think it's
stick
the
with
lowest
the
rated trailer we've ever done.
yeah, because usually, I think the lowest we usually will give one like a 3.
Yeah, but this
So
is listen,
this ain't an average Marvel movie. This is
below average Marvel movie.
yeah, below average. Yes,
An average Sony movie.
yeah, a good Sony movie, but a bad movie.
Exactly. Wow. All right. I guess now we gotta get into this. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of big stuff. Let's do that. Marvel Studios will reportedly not be holding a Hall H panel at this year's San Diego Comic Con, meaning there will be limited MCU announcements at the convention.
Ooh, that sucks.
Bummer. But good news, D23 is this year, so
Yeah. Now
we'll, we'll get
this
all the
doesn't mean
information.
this doesn't mean Marvel entirely.
No.
The Marvel
Marvel
Games
Studios won't be there.
yeah, just Marvel Studios. So Marvel Games is still set to be there, I
Sony,
believe.
I don't think is going to be there either.
No Kraven the Hunter 2 trailer?
Oh
No
Lord.
trailer 2 for Kraven the Hunter? That sucks.
Yeah.
Uh
No.
I know they're supposed to I know Marvel Games I think is gonna be there. So Marvel Spider-Man 2 stuff is imminent. They might show off maybe the first I can't imagine them showing off the first cutscene of the game. They did
No.
before at San Diego Comic Con, but for
Oh,
the
well,
first
then they might. They might.
oh, I don't know if it's early, if it's too early to do.
I think they might show off the first clip of Venom.
Yeah, they might do that. Come out of that,
Um,
they'll come out maybe with a trailer
I
for the
think a trailer might
pre-order.
be when they have the Game Awards thing. What if they debut a trailer for Spider-Man 2 during the Game Awards
For
concert,
the concert. That I don't know. I know it's supposed to release a theme.
like with the music?
Oh, with the music. Oh, they'll show a trailer, but then they'll play like the music.
Maybe.
Well, we'll see.
I don't
I
know.
wonder what the theme is. I wonder if it's
It's just gonna be
that
the
thing.
same.
Yeah,
Jumper.
like I wonder if it's that. That's all I was wondering because I If it is, that's gonna be my next Wonder Woman thing name because I Wonder Woman theme song because I hate hearing it constantly.
You don't like hearing that alarm sound?
I mean, I don't hate it. I'm
It's
sick of hearing
better. It's better than the
it.
ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, it's true. I don't know, but I mean, I'm excited to hear the theme this Sunday, tomorrow, well, today
Today.
as we are recording.
Yeah.
Uh, hopefully, I think I don't know. It has a word hasn't been said about it. Apparently, they're supposed to release it to the public as soon as the concert ends. Supposedly, I hope that's the
I don't know.
case.
It seems like one of those exclusive things for all the Jeff Keighley. You know how exclusive he is.
Yeah, I know you love exclusives, Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I guess I do too. So whatever.
Um. Yeah, that's true. Um. But yeah, Marvel not gonna be at Hall H. That's a bummer. We heard that we're supposed to get a Loki trailer then stuff. We'll probably still get one soon. Just um, it's kind of unfortunate, you know.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. What's next here? Here we go. Sony has removed El Muerto from their release calendar.
Thank you.
The leading star, Bad Bunny, has backed out of the role of El Muerto.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So the movie is currently dead in the water at the moment. But we do know
God,
who the villains
God
of the
is
movie are
healing.
going to be.
God is healing the planet Earth real quick.
Yes. We do know who the villains of the movie are going to be. The movie is a
Who?
mob movie
Yeah. I
for
know
some
that.
reason.
I know this one is supposed to have Spider-Man in it. Apparently,
Wow.
this one was supposed to have it, but I'm like, out of any movie,
El Muerto, the guy who has been
uh,
appeared in two comic books.
yeah, in one panel
Yeah.
or two panels, basically.
Um, the villains of the movie are going to be Tombstone and Hammerhead.
That's kind of cool, but like, still, it's
It sucks. Tombstone being played by the guy who voiced him Into the Spider-Verse.
oh really?
Yeah. Who also played the villain in the Black Lightning show on CW.
Hmm.
But I don't know about Hammerhead. But yeah, that's information about El Muerto.
Though very
Eh,
few chances
More
he will.
like El Muerto.
Such a
Okay.
stupid. I've heard that so many times. I love it though.
um, yeah, I have nothing else to say about that other than I hope it gets canceled.
Yeah. You look,
Um,
I mean, no hate towards the people that are working on this movie, but I
yeah,
hope I do hope this movie
I hope you all
fails.
lose your jobs. No, I'm kidding.
I hope y'all
I'm
become
kidding.
jobless. Well, I hope
No,
Sony realizes what the hell they're doing. Like, good lord,
yeah,
for not just I find it really dumb. They
because we're
won't
gonna
do
get a
it.
Sinister Six movie where it's El Muerto, Venom, Morbius, Kraven, and whoever
Vulture.
else, Vulture and Chameleon. Because apparently Chameleon's supposed to be in a Kraven movie. I heard.
It's such a that's a weird Sister Six lineup.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very strange one. Well, like I can maybe get like Craven and Vulture.
But none of
Uh,
the other ones.
I mean maybe Morbius, but where's my Doc Ock? Where's my Electro?
Yeah, we're not getting that. Um, yeah, that's that. I guess we
Oh,
keep
wow.
going. Oh,
You think they're
oh,
gonna put Rhino in that Sister Six lineup?
oh, well, that's also a possibility. So maybe not Chameleon, could be Rhino instead. Um,
The weird lineup. Alberto is a part of the Sister Six.
yeah. Jeez. All right. I guess we keep on trucking, talking about news.
Yep.
Jonathan Majors court update. He
Yep.
went into court on the 20th. And I have a lot of screenshots about stuff about what happened. And let me say, this is some big evidence.
Yeah.
So here we go. Have you heard about any of this?
I have not. I wanted
Okay.
to save it for the show.
Okay. The Marvel star wore a rumpled brown linen suit over a white dress shirt and did not speak during or after the 5 minute hearing. It was a 5 minute hearing, except to say good morning to the judge. His lawyer, Priya Chaudhry, told Insider that the star had hoped the misdemeanor assault charges would be dropped by Manhattan prosecutors, but she said that Majors was still eager to prove his innocence to a jury. This is a quote. Ms. Jabari, which is Majors' girlfriend, the one that is claiming he assaulted her, claims that Mr. Majors assaulted her in a car in Chinatown around 12 a.m. on March 25th, 2023. And during this incident, Mr. Majors broke her finger and lacerated her ear. Chaudhry wrote in a letter to Manhattan Criminal Court Judge Rachel S. Pauley that was released on April 8th. We have proof that this is a complete lie, Chaudhry told the judge, detailing a trove of defense eyewitness interviews, phone records, credit card statements, and hours of surveillance and police body camera video. Chaudhry alleged in the letter that this evidence suggested that Jabari injured herself some 7 hours after that midnight fight, when Jabari took a fall while alone in Major's penthouse apartment after drinking and taking sleeping pills. The evidence Chaudhry shared with Insider did not show how Jabari was injured or the entirety of the fight between Jabari and Majors that is at the center of the misdemeanor charges. It did, however, appear to support the lawyer's contention that Jabari's ear and finger were uninjured in the hours after the fight. Let's zoom in on this. NYPD body-worn camera video turned over to Chaudhry by prosecutors shows a disoriented-seeming Jabari telling cops and paramedics that she had drank to the point of throwing up in the bed and had taken several sleeping tablets, the defense lawyer said in the letter. Jabari had no idea why her finger was bruised and her ear was bloody. Chaudhry said in the letter, instead telling first responders, "I don't know," 19 times. She also asks what happened to my finger to one of the cops when she was alone with him, Chaudhry told Insider, saying the police body camera footage showed Jabari looking down at her hand as if discovering the injury for the first time. Chaudhry said in the letter that Jabari also told the officers that she started a fight in the car because she saw a text from another girl, wanted to see his phone, and tried to grab his phone. But then the cops kept asking her if he hit her or punched her, Chaudhry told Insider. So I'll pause for a minute.
Yes.
This makes it seem like, because she wasn't injured in the car. I mean, plus we have that video camera footage of her at the nightclub. Remember, she was uninjured.
Yeah.
It seems like when she fell from drinking and sleeping tablets, she injured herself.
Yeah.
That's what this sounds to me.
And just like so drunk out of her mind, and then not realize she was.
And plus taking sleeping pills with alcohol.
Not a good mix.
No. But there's more here. Even though Miss Jabari admitted to drinking to the point of throwing up, taking sleeping pills, and having no idea how she woke up in a closet with a cut on her head and injured finger, police jumped to the conclusion that Mr. Majors, the young, tall, strong, rich black man, must have done this to Miss Jabari, Chaudhry's letter alleged, citing the NYPD footage. Chaudhry told Insider that the man who drove Majors and Jabari to and from a Brooklyn bar that night was not directly employed by Majors and worked instead for Black Lane, an upscale private black car company. She wrote in the April 8th letter that the man, whose name she asked not to be published, was prepared to testify that Majors never raised his voice or a hand against Jabari as they argued inside his car or after he pulled the car over and the dispute spilled out into the busy street corner. The driver of the car saw and heard everything, the letter said. Street surveillance video reviewed by Insider appears to substantiate at least some of the driver's account and show Majors repeatedly trying to flee from Jabari as she pulls at his coat. And this is a quote, "And he is, you know, a big guy, and she's pulling him so hard that she pulls his body into the car," the lawyer said. "And you see the coat rip, and he does finally get out," Chaudhry told Insider. A small group of women who witnessed the fight recognized the star. It says, "Only in New York, right? One of the women jumps on him, hugs him, and asks for a selfie," Chaudhry said. And so he's so nice, he takes the selfie. So he took a selfie with some fans in the middle of this whole thing.
In the middle of a fight. That's crazy.
Yes. It says, at one point in the footage reviewed by Insider, Jabari used both hands to briskly fiddle with her hair. She ties her hair into a knot. If your finger was broken and you went to tie your hair in a knot, it would hurt, the lawyer said. She gathered her hair behind her ear. If your ear was cut and your finger was broken and you went to do that, you would be like, "Oh, what happened?" she added, but she's totally fine. Majors let himself into his penthouse, and this is later on. Let himself into his penthouse. Upstairs, the bedroom door was locked from the inside. He called the resident handyman to force the door open, the lawyer wrote in the letter. Inside, Majors and the handyman found Jabari half naked and passed out on the floor of a walk-in closet. Chaudhry wrote that the evidence would show that her right ear was bloody and the knuckles of her right middle finger were swollen and bright purple with vomit on the bed and a bottle of sleeping pills nearby. I have a witness who was on the phone with Mr. Majors when he found her unconscious body, gasped, and called 911, Chaudhry told Insider. The handyman is another witness. Both witnesses verify that Miss Jabari was locked in a bedroom, that Mr. Majors was not with Miss Jabari whatsoever when he found her and called 911 seconds later. Whatever caused her injuries, likely falling in the closet after a night of heavy drinking and taking sleeping pills, Mr. Majors was not there when the injuries happened, she told the judge in the letter. That's the end of it. To me, this makes it seem like he's innocent.
Yeah,
This is pretty substantial evidence. There's multiple witnesses.
yeah, saying like you know,
Yeah, so normally I'd be like, oh, we'll wait and see. I mean, we still say that, but right now I think it's. I mean, I don't know how you explain that.
yeah. I mean,
You
it's
have
pretty.
literally like four different witnesses saying that, like working with Jonathan Major's story and saying that she. Well, I mean, just her like falling in there in the room. That you could break a finger. She could have fell on her hand, broke a finger. She could
Yeah,
have. I don't know what she could do. I
I
don't know what
I
happened
mean,
to her ear, but
I mean, it's so easy to scratch something on you or get like
yeah,
an injury. I mean, literally, I mean, I'll be at work and next thing you know, my one of my thumbs bleeding like crazy. And I'm like, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh, yeah, it is pretty big evidence there. I tell you, it's the game of oh he did it, oh he didn't do it. I mean, I've always wanted it not he did not do it. So because well, I like Jonathan Majors a lot, so you know he's innocent, and that means there was no abuse or violence involved.
yeah.
Nobody hurt. It was just like a big misunderstanding and accident. Um, yeah, pretty big evidence there, and I'm that's good. Justice is being served.
Yep.
Truth,
His
truth.
next court appointment is in August,
Okay, it's a
so
little
you got a while.
while.
Moving on quickly, we're not going to spend too much time on this one because we got a lot more to talk about today. Um, Tenoch Huerta, actor who plays Namor, um, just recently dropped out of his upcoming Netflix movie Fiesta en la Madriguera, which he was set to star in. It says, given the impact of the recent false statements, because he was accused of sexual assault, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
Given the impact of the recent false statements by Maria Elena Rios and the damage they've caused, I have no choice but to withdraw from participating in the film. It is with great sadness that I do this, but I cannot allow her actions to harm not only me, but also the work of dozens of talented and hardworking people involved in the project. My focus now is simple: continue the process of restoring my reputation. That was his quote.
Hey, I like that. Yeah. Again,
Um,
situation. I
yeah,
hope that happen.
it's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Moving on. Shang-Chi 2 is officially happening, but
Awesome. Uh.
its development has been halted by the WGA strike.
Okay. I could have guessed that one maybe.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So it's cool that's happening. We know that now. But development's halted, which is to be expected. So I mean, there's nothing really we could dwell on there, but it's cool that's happening. It's just some
Yeah.
Iron Fist in there, please. I feel like it'd be so awesome.
Oh, it would
All
be.
right, Shang-Chi versus Iron Fist would be the coolest. Yeah. All right.
Be a big crutch to that movie.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Across the Spider-Verse, let's talk about that.
Yeah, those problems.
Yeah. Well, rumor from Can We Get Some Toast? Reliable leaker. We get a lot of information from them. Beyond the Spider-Verse will not release on March 2024, and it's going to be delayed until either 2025 or 2026. How do you
Oh,
feel?
I mean, I hate it, obviously. But I mean, I think everyone knew it's not going to
I
happen.
mean, yeah. And I got another thing here from Across the Spider-Verse. A few animators have come out about unsustainable working conditions that caused approximately 100 artists to leave the film. These included demands to redo finished work 5 times, plus potential 11 hours a day for 7-day working weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Uh, so can we bring up what Amy Pascal said real quick? Because I like to bring this into the conversation.
What did she say?
Uh, Here, I sent it to you.
I'm unaware of this quote. This might be a reaction, maybe, if it's something.
Here, I sent it to you on Twitter. Here, I'm pulling it up right now.
All right,
Okay,
let
one,
me.
two.
Oh,
Because
Robert Kirkman says Invincible season 2 will deal with the multiverse. What? Okay,
uh,
anyway.
dang, what in the world?
Well, um, while
No,
he's doing that, oh, did you find it?
no, I
I hear.
can't.
Okay, let me look it up. Amy Pascal crossed the Spider Verse. Um, has abhorrent response to artists grueling. Okay, let me. This is on Reddit. Let's see, it's a screenshot. This post has been removed by moderators. Wow.
Oh, let me see. That's so weird. Like I swear I sent this to you. And hold up.
Oh, she says one of the things about animation that makes it such a wonderful thing to work on is that you get to keep going until the story is right. If the story isn't right, you have to keep going until it is. I guess welcome to making a movie. Oh my God,
Yeah. So
that is not making a movie.
okay. Well, here. Okay. So I swear I sent you that, and I was all like, she's kind of right. So here's the thing. I've always this is probably my biggest hottest take um ever. So yeah, are you familiar? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are. Are you familiar with the word crunch or whatever,
Yes.
that working term?
Mhm.
So for those who don't know, it means you just work long periods of hours of working on a project. Whether that be 11 hours or so, or if not more. Um, working overtime, basically, to sum it up. That's really what it is. I have never I I don't know. I've never seen the problem with it's best not to have it. If you can finish a project without having it, that's fantastic.
Mhm.
But I don't just I'm trying to figure out a word to say this because I don't want to upset anyone here. I don't think just because you're an animator or a work in the video game industry, I don't think it makes you no different than the common worker of
Yeah.
working out in a field, like work doing construction work, having to work overtime, getting the
Yeah.
job done on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want
I
to
get
say
it.
I want to say welcome to making movies, welcome to work. That's why I
That's
say.
okay.
You know,
I can
um,
probably get behind that. Sorry, I just
I
had the realization of something to do with the podcast that now we're using Premiere Pro. I don't have to worry about going over 2 hours.
yeah. Oh, hey, even better. So that's awesome. Um, so like I've worked. Everyone does it, and I kind of roll my eyes when I get the fight for, hey, let's not. I don't want crunch. I don't want. I hate when crunch happens. I get it, and it does suck. I hate when people have to work overtime, especially
Mhm.
like 11 hours every day.
Yeah.
That sucks. But I mean, it stuff happens.
And
I can't.
also like redoing it, what do you say, having to redo everything 5 times.
Yeah, but that's how. Especially in what I do, I work with cable, and I install it. I mean, and sometimes when stuff, I mean, when something's not right and the boss ain't pleased or the customer ain't pleased, you got to redo it. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It's annoying. It pisses you off, but uh, welcome to work. I
Well,
mean, I don't want to sound douchey or anything.
that might be like your most controversial take.
That's well, I know, and I hate it though because as long as people are being treated fairly, you know, I don't think it should be like an everyday thing, but I don't. I mean, you have a deadline. You got a deadline you got to do, and it's
Yeah.
just as long as people were paid, treated fairly, and there wasn't you know, no one's making them bend over backwards, forcing them to do the impossible. Which I mean, I guess someone is. I mean, animating is a very, very, very high skill and very difficult to do. It's very, very time consuming. But I don't know. I'll just leave it with it. It's common with everything. I don't think it's just because you're doing this or that makes it. Oh, well, that's different. That shouldn't happen at all. When I go out on the field for 10 hours, hours trying on the roof of a hot building trying to work cable, and you don't see me complaining.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it sucks, and I'm like, oh, today was rough, but that. I'm gonna say it again. That's working. That's work. But well, here I'll shut up. I'll let you matter. Sorry.
I have no other opinion. I kind of voiced my opinion
Mm,
earlier, but
yeah.
um,
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, I
hey,
don't, I'm wrong saying that.
no, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I haven't like fully made a decision on how I feel about this. So sit here
Mm,
thinking on it.
yeah.
I don't know. It's
As
crazy
long
though.
as long as they were paid, and I mean nothing, weren't treated harshly, or like, like they just get cussed out for, for no reason. Like, yeah, I think that's horrible. I don't think that's right to do. But you got a company spending a lot of money want to get a project done, and there has to be a deadline met.
Yeah,
I think companies need to understand people will be okay with, like, it is different with cable and all that, but because you definitely have a deadline with that, especially with schools. You got to do it before schools open.
hmm
And this, I mean, all you got to do is just delay the project. But companies, they don't want to delay it because that costs more money. And you have the risk of, man, hopefully we get this money back.
yeah,
So, but I mean, I'd be okay if they delayed Spider Verse for another month or so to give animators more time. But that's just, it's best to avoid crunch, but sometimes you just got to do it. You got to work overtime.
yeah, yeah. I get you there. Well, that was a really long rant. Oh,
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's a topic I've always been interested in going, because I mean, I went to this feud with a guy on Twitter a while back about crunch, and I was just like, my friend and I mean, we worked 12. I mean, he worked 12 hours every day for a week one time, and it sucks. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's just something that happens. It's perfectly normal. Just because whatever your career is doesn't make it different. You
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
There's Landon's hot take for the day. Or maybe it might be a cold take. I don't know.
I mean,
In between
I,
take.
I consider it probably a hot take, because I think majority of people just think it's just wrong in general. And I mean, it's not, again, it's not good to have it, but it happens. It's going to. Welcome to work. There you go. That's it. I'll shut up.
Hmm. Wow. Um, yeah, sorry, I'm looking for the next thing. Take a screenshot I gotta get from the next piece of news here. Found it. Cool. All right. You want to hear a synopsis for Loki season two?
Of course.
All right, here we go. You didn't have a choice anyway, so if you said yes or no, I'll say it anyway. Uh,
No. Oh, I guess.
Loki season two picks up in the aftermath of the shocking season finale when Loki finds himself in a battle for the soul of the Time Variance Authority. Along with Mobius, Hunter B-15, and a team of new and returning characters, Loki navigates an ever-expanding and increasingly dangerous multiverse in search of Sylvie, Judge Renslayer, Miss Minutes, and the truth of what it means to possess free will and glorious purpose.
Hmm.
Let me tell you about a show that I love that I'm excited
Loki.
for season two of. Yes. I love that show.
Loki was good. I'm sorry. Agent Mobius was like the best character in that
I think
entire.
actually it was um
Yeah,
Casey.
Oh, him? I don't know. It might have been
Good.
KK the best character.
Yeah. Give me the power. I'll cut you like a fish, Casey. What's a fish? I mean, he's
Is he
a
like
series
a
regular now. Yeah, he's going to be in the
yeah?
show full time.
I mean,
And
I
Ke
mean,
Huy Quan has a role in this season as a big character.
I
Um,
can't imagine like yeah, roll at Marvel Studios. You just play the small part, but then like people
everyone loves you.
everybody loves you, and you're like a regular. I mean, I got his dreams. Like, it's like holy crap, probably
Yeah.
getting paid right now.
So, yeah, Loki season 2 that comes out when? Let me look. So now Echo and Loki come out kind of close together.
Doesn't come out Echo.
Echo drops all in one day though, which is the difference in
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Doesn't come out like both the same day, but Echo like
Okay,
drop.
Loki is October 6th.
Okay.
So it's just not that far away, really. 4 months. And then Echo comes out in November, but it's dropping all in one day because of time issues with like that's what apparently is what's going on. It's not because it's bad or anything. Apparently some of the leakers heard it's actually pretty good, but it's just like time constraint. They don't want to like feed it like overlap with something else.
Yeah.
Because then that's when you're really like, oh, there's a lot going on right now. And stuff
I
gets
wonder if
overshadowed.
it took just so long to come out because they were just like couldn't find a good time slot for it.
It could be. I mean, Echo, written by the writers of Daredevil and Punisher.
Yeah.
So I mean, I will see. But yeah, October 6th, season 2, episode 1. I'm ready for that. All right.
Oh, yeah.
What's next here? Deadpool 3. Let's talk about that.
Even more news of this dang movie. I almost want to stop reporting it because I feel like we're gonna just spoil the home. This is like
Well,
the
this
new
is what it was with No Way Home too.
yeah, No Way Home, dude. You got like you talk about leaks every day.
Yeah, and this is kind of close to the same. It'll be, I don't know, the movie comes out in like less than a year now. 10 months.
Yeah.
Here we go. In Deadpool 3, there will be more than two Deadpools. I think we're gonna get the X-Force outfit Deadpool with gray and black.
A grand like that. Oh, it'd be cool if we got Ultimate Deadpool.
What is Ultimate Deadpool? Let me look him up.
Yeah,
'Cause I actually don't know what he looks like.
yeah, look at Ultimate Deadpool.
Oh Lord, he's probably like awful. See, what is? Oh, wait, sorry, I saw his face. Um, Ultimate Deadpool. Oh, actually, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, with like the skull and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
that'd be interesting. Okay, I'll
That's
be
the
into
one
that.
I like the
I
most.
think we're gonna get the Deadpool from
Oh, excellent.
X-Men. Yeah.
That's that's exact. Well, that'd be cool if that was the villain of the film.
Well, actually, I mean, Deadpool killed him, didn't he? In that post-credit scene, he shot
He's
him.
God, but I mean, it's multiverse. I mean, there's
It's
another.
also Deadpool, so I mean, Deadpool can heal.
Yeah. Here, do you? I was gonna ask, what if he's like the villain of the film or something?
He's not,
I know he's
but
not.
that would be funny.
I'd kill, dude. If he was the villain, I would lose my mind.
And I think Magneto's supposed to be one of the villains. There's supposed to be a couple, but
And
um,
Deadpool, yeah,
no, it's
extra.
Magneto and then somebody from the MCU, but I don't know who.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, they were saying that, but everybody was wondering who it could be.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's also more here. There will be at least one other Wolverine variant. And let me add on to this. Alex from CC, a reliable leaker, posted a GIF of Scott Summers, and then he also posted, "Yes, Scott, we would prefer the yellow spandex," with no context after that.
Dude,
Yeah,
we're getting yellow and blue Wolverine. So
yes, we are.
that's better than what I want, what everybody else wanted, or not. What I was worried we would get would be like the orange and brown. Which I don't
Mhm.
hate. Far from it. I like the yellow and blue better.
Yeah.
Better. Oh yeah, Scott. We would prefer yellow spandex. Yeah.
So there's that. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
I mean, if Wolverine's getting his classic, then that means
Yeah.
rest of the X Men are.
Well, maybe, maybe.
They
I mean, I'd
have
be
to.
fine. I'd be fine if they didn't, but I just want to see Wolverine.
I'd be pissed if they did. They better
Well,
have.
yeah, we're gonna see the OG X-Men from the movies, but then we're gonna see some more Wolverines. So that's what really everyone cares about. Everyone's gonna be hyped to see the X-Men for a minute, but it's really just Wolverine.
Yeah, but no, they're wearing the suits. Like, they will be wearing the suits if they don't. It's going down a point. They have to at least once.
We'll
Like
see.
they can wear their classic X-Men suits as like a reference, get a little nostalgia going, but then come in, Deadpool comes in, is like, no, you aren't wearing that.
I also have a feeling that a lot of the X-Men won't have big roles in this movie, mainly because there's a lot going on. So obviously, some of this isn't gonna have the biggest role.
Well, yeah, that's
And
true.
a
Like,
leaker posted. Let me make sure I'm checking the time here so we don't run out. So I know we're close. 5 minutes. Okay. Um, a leaker posted just earlier today. Someone posted great face. A leaker posted they aren't bringing Evans back for Deadpool 3. Talking about Chris Evans as Human Torch, which is confusing everyone. But then the guy said, "God, I really want to explain the scene and what I heard these cameos are for, but it'll be too spoilery. And in typical Deadpool fashion, it's a callback to something you've seen before." So
so
I don't know.
what does that mean? What?
I don't
So
know.
so before, what? Okay, so they're gonna have
Captain America?
the Fantastic Four in there, but they're not gonna have
Part
Chris
of the
Evans.
Fantastic Four, apparently.
So it's not gonna be Fantastic. It'll be Fantastic Three or two or something. Or
Well, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. And then that could
yeah,
be false too.
I love if Michael Chiklis came in and
That
he
would
like went
be
all that again.
that would be funny. Oh, okay. I got some more now. Guess who is rumored to be making an appearance in the film? Live action appearance.
Too.
The Watcher.
Oh, even, whew. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's about to be pissed about what's going on. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What have you?" He's gonna talk to Deadpool, and Deadpool's probably gonna talk to him because he's got the.
What
He's gonna be like, "What have
what
you done?"
what have you done? Oh yeah.
Because Deadpool's the one that's gonna break the multiverse, is what we heard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of
Um, Guess who
course
was
he did.
spotted on set?
Who?
Batman. No, Ben Affleck. So actually, yes, Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Ben Affleck was spotted on set. And that could mean one of two things. There was an article a while back that said Ryan Reynolds wanted Ben Affleck so he could poke fun at DC, so he could be playing Batman, or he could just be playing Ben Affleck, or he's playing because this movie's supposed to be the Fox No Way Home, right? You
Yes.
know what Fox movie came out in the early 2000s with Ben Affleck?
Uh. Uh. No.
Daredevil.
Hey, Daredevil. I was trying to think of that movie. Him
Chasing
and
Amy.
Matt Damon or whatever. What's
Oh,
that?
Good Will Hunting?
Good one.
No. Is that yeah?
Is that Fox movie?
Jay
I
and
thought
Silent Bob Strike. No.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I knew it.
Uh, yeah, he could be showing up as Daredevil. So awesome. And then we got one more piece of news here with Deadpool 3. Excuse me. Jessica Alba is now also being teased being in the film by multiple leakers. So, Invisible
So
Woman.
we're an Invisible Woman, and it's not Chris Evans. Like I don't know. I'm a
Well, we
little.
don't know if that's true or not.
That better not be true. Because
I
I
don't know.
want.
I trust what's going on because I'm going to be even just happy having Wolverine and Deadpool. We're lucky to
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I'm
And I
not
feel
going.
like this might be another Multiverse of Madness situation. I hope it's not, where all this turns out not to be true and we're overhyping ourselves.
It's just Wolverine coming back. That's it. I mean,
Yeah,
I won't be disappointed, but I'll be disappointed. That
yeah.
makes sense. Like
We'll
I'm
have to
not going to
see.
find.
We have to see.
Yeah, as long all I want is Wolverine, Deadpool having a blast, and he
With
wears
TVA
yellow
Bob, with them.
TV Bob. Yeah, exactly.
Moby is supposed to be in the movie too. I mean, come on,
Oh, and Will Lightning McQueen supposed to be in there.
good
Yeah,
chow.
good show.
Um, but yeah, that's the Deadpool 3 information. I'm beyond excited for that movie.
Oh yeah, same.
Man, it's gonna be so good. All right, we got a minute left, so I'm just gonna hit the stop button. BRB. Next up here, here's some funny Marvel stories. Samuel Jackson coming in telling some behind the scenes stories. Marvel shot down drones that people fly over the sets during filming. As in shooting them down.
Understandable.
Yeah. Apparent quote from Samuel Jackson. They followed one back to where the dude was. They found him, and yeah, they got him. What
What do you
happened?
mean? Yeah, what happened to this man? What did they do to him?
But there's another one. He says this. I remember when we got ready to do Avengers, someone printed out a copy of my Avengers script that had my watermark on it and put it online for sale. I was shooting in Canada and Marvel came to Canada. It had been printed in the production office. They found out who it was. Dude quit and left the country. They set up a fake buy for the script. Dude didn't show up. It was crazy. They set up a fake buy, made the guy leave the country.
I mean, I wonder where that guy is now.
Don't mess with Marvel stuff. Kevin
Don't mess,
Feige,
don't mess with Kevin. Don't mess with the Feige.
no. That shake you to your bone. The stories.
Oh yeah.
Um, no, I thought it was funny. I thought mention here, not really news, just some of the behind the scenes funniness. All right. Speaking of Sam Jackson, and according to Can We Get Some Toast, Reliable Insider, there is going to be a scroll reveal in Secret Invasion that is going to shatter hearts.
Theories on this.
I don't know.
Share heart in what way? Like,
I can't
oh,
think of a character that would be in the show that would shatter my heart if they turned out to be a scroll.
here's the thing.
Rhodey?
I will
No.
point this out. Now, I feel like average person like you
But
would think, oh, it's gonna be someone in the show. What if it means revealed to? Oh wait, hold on. Never mind.
yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm the idiot. You are the average. I was thinking like, oh, dude, what if it's like not a person in the show, but rather it's a person. It's a person we haven't seen in like a long time.
think it's Tony Stark.
Stanley.
Stanley, dude.
Dude, you talk about piss. I don't know. I feel like that kind of pissed me off a bit.
It would.
This guy's a
I don't know
scroll.
who it could be. I someone that would shatter hearts. It's got to be someone that everyone loves. Rhodey, but I don't know. He's not like everyone loves. I mean, a lot of people like Rhodey, but not everyone loves none of
Like
that.
well, if I thought Roddy was a scroll, it ain't gonna shatter my heart. It's just gonna be all like, oh well. I'd be like, oh my god, it ain't gonna
Yeah, I also
shatter.
think it's the thing where like I don't know how long he's been a scroll, so how am I to be surprised? Unless I'm supposed to assume that they've been a scroll this whole time. Because I mean the scrolls have been on Earth since 1995 or whatever it was.
I believe it was 96.
Okay, well,
Now,
I don't know who. Not Nick Fury. It wouldn't be Nick Fury. Talos, he's a scroll. Oh my god.
Callus is a scroll of a scroll.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
acting like it. That's weird.
what if
I don't know.
what if he was just like a normal dude?
Somebody.
Just
What if you
naked.
remember the rumors that Shang-Chi was supposed to be in it?
Yeah.
What if
And
he's the
no,
scroll? That would be that would be
ain't gonna,
crazy.
ain't gonna shatter hearts though.
Well, I mean, a lot of people love Shang-Chi. I don't know.
Yeah, but ain't gonna shatter.
Trevor
I,
Slattery.
it would have to be like someone like everybody want.
I don't know. I'm confused by this.
Yeah. Like repeat the quote again if you can.
There is going to be a scroll reveal in Secret Invasion that is going to shatter hearts. And they post it with the gift of the Riddler going, "No, no, it's not how it's supposed." That whole like jail
Yeah,
scene.
a reveal is. What if it's someone that we?
Here, let me look up. I'll look at the tweet and I'll read some comments maybe and see what's
Yeah,
popping off on there.
because
Um,
I mean, are we considering people in the show or could it be an
well,
outsider?
I don't know. That's the thing.
'Cause that's my guess. It's like a normal reactions on like, oh, it must be like someone in the show. Like, oh, I wonder if it's Nick Fury or something.
I'll be getting a new the Marvels trailer soon. Apparently. All right. Let's see. I'm looking for the tweet. Okay, here it is. Yeah, the no, this is not how it was supposed to go thing. There's going to be a scroll reveal that's going to shatter hearts. Someone's thinking it might be like Wong. or Scott Lang, Jimmy Woo,
I,
um,
I'd be a little pissed if it was Scott. I'm like, no,
Robert Downey Jr. cameo. Imagine he was a Skrull all along. That'd be no.
he actually died in the desert.
Yeah. But if the reveal is Fury has been dead since Winter Soldier, bro, that would be
Oh,
crazy.
dude,
That would be
dude,
crazy.
dude.
That would
Okay,
be
the thing is,
insane.
if it's not that, if it's
Oh my
not
god.
that, here's the thing that I
That just I don't
Brad,
know. Something
Brad,
about that is
that's what I want. That's what I
that would
want.
be the craziest thing. Oh my god.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't think that's true due to what was it? What was the end credit scene where it showed Nick Fury was in space?
Oh yeah, Far From Home.
Was that Far From Home?
Yeah.
See, yeah, like why would a guy just be Nick Fury?
I mean, to keep up appearances, maybe. I don't know. There's that whole thing going on now with the Skrulls to talk about Secret Invasion where they take their mind, right? So they basically put their Skrull and plus the warriors, right? They stay in the human form because they become more akin to that instead of the Skrull form. That was what they talked about.
Dude, what if that? Oh,
That would be that would be the craziest. That would shatter hearts.
that would shatter heart. Nick Fury's been dead like
Oh my God. That would be
since
the
Winter Soldier. So what's that? 2014?
Oh my gosh. That would be insane.
I like that. If it's not that,
Well, that's just a fan theory though, so you can't put too much credit into it, but this
I, I,
is still
I,
awesome.
I can't. But that's like the coolest thing. I don't know
It says
why.
it would be this person said it would be but kind of pointless unless it means to show some Skrulls have actually been playing major roles this entire time, like Black Widow, for example. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's what they're going for. Let's see. The real Nick Fury died in the Winter Soldier ever since we've had a Skrull was Nick Fury, is what this person said.
I like that because if it's not that, I'd be a bit disappointed. That's a cool idea.
The
I,
This person
I
said it's got to be Rhodey, and the part that's going to break Karts is that they're going to find the real Rhodey in a cell somewhere, and he's going to find out Tony's dead or something, which will lead into Armor Wars as he gets back to a normal life.
oh God dang, I want that now. See, those are pretty cool. Rose been in a cell. How? Since
I mean,
when?
then the Skrulls would have I don't know,
I
obviously
remember,
since before Endgame because he didn't know about it, wouldn't have known about.
yeah, or I guess maybe around. Hey, oh my God.
I actually want it to be
What
that
if
Professor Hulk actually is a Skrull, and the real Hulk is actually some.
the real Hulk is still in Scar somewhere, and then we get World War, we get Planet
Yeah,
Hulk?
yeah, there we go.
Uh, no,
No, I don't know. Those theories are really
what if
cool though.
here? I'm gonna hear this out. Rhodey has been captured since Iron Man 1, and where it was, what's his face?
Oh,
Before Don,
yeah, Terrence Howard.
yeah, Terrence Howard, that's the real Rhodey, and the
He just
scroll,
show back up. Oh my God,
yeah.
that would.
What if, dude? What if they did that? It's not Don Cheadle. It's like Terrence Howard, and he
I don't
comes
think
back.
that would be crazy, but I don't think they do that.
Oh
But
yeah,
those
of course.
other two is insane.
I like.
The Nick Fury one is like the most mind blowing one.
Oh yeah, I like
That
them both.
that's like
But that kind of made me cry if like it like what if like it's like a dang like Supergirl situation where or like Flashpoint with like Superman and the Flash movie with Supergirl where Rhodey is like skin and bone like being captured and all that.
and he just looks like nothing. Like yeah,
Nobody look for him because they think he's Warmish. He's out, out and about,
yeah.
and then come to find out it was a scroll, and then he has to come to realization like Tony's dead.
And now
I
his
mean,
text going in the wrong hands. But now I need to stop this.
yeah, Armor Wars.
Yep, there you go. Armor Wars
Yeah,
movie.
teams up with Justin Hammer,
Oh my
and
God.
you talk about see that would be the coolest thing ever. Because if
See,
it
this
is,
is what I was excited about with the show. This kind of like theories is insane.
That Nick Fury one is my. I don't know. I think I like the Rhodey one better. If
I
that
like
if
the Nick Fury one's more shocking. I mean, I guess
oh
they're
yeah,
both shocking. I don't know.
they're both shocking. It's like find out Nick Fury is was dead since Winter Soldier.
Yeah, there's literally like it. Man, I don't know. That's really interesting, but I'm interested to see who this what this reveal is going to be. Man,
Yeah, we will be.
that'll probably. What do you think that'll be like a finale thing? Like they end it with that?
I think I. Whew, I don't think they're going to end it with that. They would, I feel like the episode before, like episode.
The
Oh yeah.
Rhodey thing, I think, would be a finale thing. They find him after they defeat Gravik or something.
Well, I'm trying to think of how they do it because if
That's crazy.
the thing is usually you'll have like the episode before you get the reveal, and then the final episode they resolve it.
Yeah,
I mean that's the way I kind of see how they do it. But so cool. I like that theory. See, see now I'm set up for disappointment because I want that. But I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it'll be something cool. I'm sure it'll be like
this
something
person
like
keeps saying it's going to be Sharon Carter, isn't it? That would not be heartbreaking. It'll break zero hearts.
yeah.
Is she a
I'd be
villain now? It's oh my god, it could be Madison from Shield, Wong's best friend.
oh god.
No, I think the Wong one would be.
Well, that'd be interesting. A scroll having powers of the mystic arts. That'd be cool.
Yeah. People are saying Coulson was a scroll. I don't know about that. Well, I don't know because no Coulson showed up. No, there's a whole show that's I guess technically canon now that they recommended it to Disney Plus people because Nick
Yeah.
Fury's in it. So I don't know about that.
It was like for
First said
like 2
first said
episodes.
Everett Ross.
Uh,
I don't know.
that's not heartbreaking. That's not like
Yeah,
it's
he
sad.
possibly already said Sam Wilson. No, not Captain America.
No, that,
Everett
yeah,
Rhodey.
no, that's not happening.
People think Rhodey could have been switched out after Civil War because he sure did heal fast after breaking both his legs. But didn't he have Stark Tech? That's how he walks.
Yeah. He wasn't just walking around. He
Yeah, I don't know.
still has it. I think.
First, it's obviously Rhodey. Dude doesn't even look like Terrence Howard.
See, there you go.
What if it's Spider-Man?
I'd roll my eyes. I'd be like, that's dumb.
Everyone's also saying Quake from Agents of Shield because everyone wants her to show up. I don't know. That's crazy though. Those two.
Well, I feel like it's someone that we've grown attached with since like almost the beginning, and I
It's
definitely,
either
I
got to
mean,
be Nick Fury or Rhodey.
Nick Fury or Rhodey. That I mean, I'm pulling. God, thing is, I want both to happen. I want both.
Oh, we're not gonna get
Because
both. I might not get either of them.
we might get not either. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know how it would work because I mean, well, the thing is, Samuel L. Jackson's all like, yeah, I'm not, I'll never be done with Nick Fury or whatever.
Yeah,
So I mean, I guess Marvel could
but
be
he
like, well,
doesn't know.
he
Like
doesn't
Marvel
know.
just come up and be like, "You're gonna die now. You've been dead for forever."
Yeah, here you're gonna die in this next episode. It's like, oh,
That's
okay.
what they did with Infinity War when they were filming that. They brought the actors into a van and told them, "All right, this is what happens," and they're like, "Oh my god."
I want to do this forward. I want that
Wow,
money.
that is insane though. I did not expect that little piece of news to garner such
What
a huge talk.
you know? I'm gonna say
Man,
it's Rhodey.
whatever it is, I'm not ready for it. That's what I say.
Yeah, yeah, same here.
All right, moving on here. Second to last piece of news. Kevin Feige recently did a presentation at Cine Europe, so I guess a CinemaCon type thing for Europe. He showed clips from the Marvels, and he showed behind the scenes footage for Captain America: Brave New World and Deadpool 3. So those are the next three Marvel movies, which is
Yeah,
insane. It goes the Marvels in November, Deadpool in May, and Captain America in July.
I mean,
I mean, what a perfect month for Captain America, by the way.
oh yeah, May. Oh yeah,
No,
perfect.
not May, July. Deadpool's in
Oh,
May.
Definitely.
What does May have to do with perfect month
Uh,
for Captain America? Yes, May.
first month of summer. Oh,
Sure.
uh, I remember Captain America, the month of May. I was all like, well, I was first confused. I was like, yeah, May. I was trying to think. I'm like, what is in May? Because I didn't want to like act dumb. I was like, surely there's something in May I'm forgetting. And oh my god. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
July.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Why not really
Um,
on July 4th? I mean,
that would be pretty cool, but I think it's not. I think it's later on. July 4th, I don't even think is a Friday. I don't think next year. I can actually look here, 2024. July 4th of next year is a Thursday, actually.
so yeah, July 4th. Do it July 4th.
Let me see when it comes out. Let's see. Captain America 4. July 26th is when it comes out.
Dang, dude, yeah. Push it back. Push it back a couple days.
Yeah. But I thought I'd put that in there. So awesome that Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 we thought was like a couple years away, but now it's just like so close. We're gonna
Yeah.
get in a trailer for it before long. Oh my god.
I I know. Like, I wonder what
You
they're
already
gonna
know
do
the
with.
MCU's first R-rated movie.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, and ending it off with a confirmation, kind of, but not really, of two projects. One I didn't know was going to happen. One I could have guessed. A rumor. Now, huge rumor, so huge grain of salt. The leaker came out and talked about the next four projects that Kate Bishop will be appearing in. And it confirms two different things we didn't really know about. One we did, but a lot of people don't like it. Um, Young Avengers, obviously, is what they're building up to a
Okay.
lot. Well, I mean, no one cared about Guardians of the Galaxy either, and then
Yeah, well, that's different.
well, not
I
really.
actually Guardians of the Galaxy before they became
No, you
relevant.
didn't. You didn't know what it was.
I love Rock Raccoon, man. What are you talking about? Play, made him in NBC 3, and that was it.
Yeah, and I like Kate Bishop. Thought she's cool.
Yeah, I like Kate Bishop. I don't like no Young Avengers though.
The
Yeah,
Young Avengers we've already met all of the Young Avengers.
not Hulkling.
Well, yeah, but eventually that'll happen. Probably, maybe.
Have we seen all of them? We've seen
Mm.
Wick, or
I don't
is
think they're
that
going to do Hulkling. I think they're going to do Hulk's son.
Scar?
Maybe that
See,
would. I
yeah.
mean, that would make sense to me. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's what they'll do, but I don't
I
like
don't
it.
have to see. The leakers are saying it's not what we think, so I don't know what it is. But this comes from a reliable leaker who claims Kate Bishop will be appearing in the following four projects: The Marvels, which will post-credit scene apparently sets up the Young Avengers. Young Avengers, Hawkeye season 2, and
Huh,
Avengers Secret.
interesting. Okay.
I didn't know Hawkeye season 2 was in the books here. Another Christmas show, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they'll release around Christmas this time.
What's a different holiday?
Thanksgiving.
St. Patrick's Day. That's
Oh
what's
my gosh. No, Halloween would be actually kind of cool.
Halloween.
Um,
And you get him in like his classic Hawkeye outfit, and that'll be a little
yep,
joke.
and yep, just like
Ain't this,
WandaVision.
and they'll say, "Ain't this like a stupid outfit?" And thinking, even though he'll look really cool
Do you
in
think we'll
it,
get Kingpin back in this, or it's like a new villain?
new villain.
Be
I don't know who.
interested.
I don't know who,
Yeah,
but it will.
yeah. That's the end of the Marvel news. There's a lot of big stuff.
It was a lot of picks. Lord, a lot of
It's not.
mouthful.
We didn't have much, yeah, but it's like, well, you went on like a whole 10 minute.
But I had a good reason to.
Sure. Um, no, I get it. But yeah, I guess move on to DC stuff. Um, Personally, the most anticipated news for me, most of the stuff, is it's like talking about the future of DC because it's actually a bright future now. But
Oh,
before we get to that, let's talk about the Schumacher cut. Kevin Smith. It's not a name we talk about often in this. Um, he is showing the Schumacher cut at his theater in New Jersey. I don't know the exact dates. I know one's in August, I think. Let me see if I can scroll up here. Find it. Him talking about the Schumacher cut. Well, I am not seeing it. Great. All right. Well,
It
I
doesn't
found it.
exist.
I found it. He said Kevin Smith is going to screen the Schumacher cut at his theater for free, July 1st and August 25th
You want to
in
go?
New Jersey. He recently watched it for the first time himself, and Mark Bernardin watched it, and they talked about it on Fat Man Beyond. They reviewed it. I haven't watched it, so I plan on doing that soon.
Tell you didn't watch a Kevin Smith related video about one of your favorite Batman films.
Well,
They
it's a whole 3 hour long podcast that I just haven't got around doing because I've been playing too much Final Fantasy. Okay.
it's a good sacrifice.
But yeah, I thought I'd put that out there. We're close to the Schumacher cut releasing to. If they're releasing it to random people for free, then they got to put it out in theaters at some point, right? James
Or
Gunn has something to do with this, you know.
oh yeah, you think so?
I think so. I mean, it's a classic movie. We see the full cut of it. We ain't going to get no Snyder cut part 2 or nothing, but we'll get the Schumacher cut, which is infinitely better than
One has Jim Carrey's Riddler, the other one doesn't.
a dark Jim Carrey's Riddler.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like more like darker, isn't he?
Yeah, and Two-Face gonna be man. You know what? I'm gonna go to New
What if the movie
Jersey in August.
really? What if it's like really good?
I'm gonna go to New Jersey in August.
It's gonna pop up and all. I'm willing to bet like the following month they'll do a release of it. They'll
That'll
like
be awesome. I'm on HBO Max.
yeah, it'll be an HBO Max thing, or they'll release
Or
it like
Max.
like a Blu-ray or something.
That'd be dope. I would watch that. I would love that.
How old's the movie? How many years?
Came out in 1995.
95. Dude, okay. All right. I was like, if it's almost like the 30th anniversary, I'm like, that'd be perfect timing too.
No, we're
Like,
still
2 years
a couple
away.
years away. Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta wait 2 years to see this.
Hey, I'd be fine with that.
As long as you're getting it, you don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. As long as I get it. 'Cause I really
I
want
don't
to
know.
see it.
I don't know. Someone came up to me and be like, "Yeah, you're gonna get the Sam Raimi cut of Spider-Man 3, but you gotta wait 2 years." I'd be kind of pissed. I don't have patience. I not one bit.
Well, I'd think of like at least I'm getting it. Now I just gotta live my life for another 2 years and not think of.
Oh, dude. I mean, imagine me being hyped for Spider-Man 2 when the first game ended in 2018. Oh, dude. I thought about it every day. So I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know if I can
Well,
do it.
moving on. Got brought back to Spider-Man 2. I don't know how that happened. All right. No, but you're finally here though. Spider-Man 2 is almost here.
It's
4 more months.
117 days.
Yep. Some fast math there. Okay.
You're like, how the hell did you? No, I have this thing I watch on Twitter. It tells me the days.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, trust me, I didn't do quick math.
I was like, how?
Dang, Landon thinks something Captain America related is in May, but he knows exactly when Spider-Man 2 comes out.
To the minute that it comes out.
We are currently. I know exactly how many seconds we are. No, I'm.
That's
Anyways,
funny.
next piece of music.
Yes. James Gunn says that he is, quote, close to picking a Superman actor.
Jonah Hill.
No,
That's what it's gonna
he
be.
claimed he was, quote, blown away by the auditions, calling them some of the most amazing work he's seen.
Chris Pratt punching the air.
No.
He's like, no.
Bradley Cooper, Ryan.
Bradley Cooper.
Can we can we get some toast? Reliable leaker, who we've talked about already this episode, claims that the person who's being closed in on for the role is none other than David Cord Sweat, um, actor we talked about, who we both agreed would make a good Superman.
Yeah. I
It
like the look.
seems it's happening.
Yeah.
So
I'm interested, man. I really am.
W.
I want to. I just want. I want to see what Superman looks like. Like decent cast. I just
Well, we do know that outfits are being made right now, designs and stuff. He's looked through designs. Do you think Comic Con he comes out on stage
with
in
the
the
suit.
suit
Like with
with the music? Sorry, I got
with the John Williams music. Look,
the song inspired by John Williams' Superman score.
I
Well, I don't think they're. I think it's too early for them to be scoring the movie right now. They haven't started filming yet.
well, if here's the thing.
Scoring starts normally, but when they start filming, I think.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If they do that and they play the John Williams theme, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'll be like, okay, don't need to have it in the movie, but you sold me. And he'd better have trunks. I don't know why. I feel a little weird why James is a little hesitant on the trunks.
Well, he says it's not like a thing. Like Superman isn't defined by his what he wears on his
Well,
trunks or a belt. It does.
well,
He says it's about the character.
which is true, but I want trunks. So that's
Well, it can work either way as long as if they do the belt, if it looks good, then good. Like the Superman and Lois, Superman's suit in the whole first season has the belt, but it still looks really good.
yeah,
So, like that's good. If it looks nice, then I'll be fine with it. But trunks would be really nice as well.
yeah. But
Or give Batman the underwear on the outside of his outfit.
I want the Superman trunks and the Batman trunk. That's what I want.
You just want to see grown men running around in their underwear.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll love it. I like it.
I liked it.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's some good news there. And let me tell you about another fan casting that's been talked about a lot recently by the man himself on stage. And he tested out his voice on stage for everybody. And I fell in love with it immediately. I was already in love with it, but then I'm of course talking about Jensen Ackles. He wants to play Batman in DC Studios' Brave and the Bold.
So Bruce Wayne would be here. Hi, I'm Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's
How are you?
Yeah.
And then Batman.
Yeah, but if you get the part, because I told you how to do the voice.
Brave and the Bold.
He's had talks, definitely.
Something.
He's
Something's
definitely
up.
games. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, like,
Well, just the way he was talking on there was like,
it seemed like he was trying to be very careful with what he was saying.
Yeah, because I'm willing to bet he's been in talks a bit.
Yeah, and
not like screen test or whatever, but I'm telling you right now. Like, I mean, what did he say? He's like I can't tell you or something like that. Or if I was,
he says even if I was, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like he's been in talks.
When he was testing out his voice. He was like, should it be different than I normally do, or should it? They were testing it out, right? And you heard it. Now I might see if I can put the link into the description of the YouTube. But he did his Bruce Wayne voice, and he was like, "Hi, hello, my name's Bruce Wayne. How are you?" Like it just sounded like Jensen Ackles. And he did the Batman voice. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah, that's Batman.
God, it's perfect. And then people are saying that he doesn't look like Bruce Wayne at all, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
He could
Man, this man is gorgeous.
I mean,
hey,
honestly, like, yeah, got shave the beard. Dude, I think
not even. You don't even have to.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I think would be cool with this too.
Like stubble.
Like the way he looked like in that video would be like a perfect like outcast Bruce when he's in training or whatever. I don't know that they're gonna do that.
Yeah, he still has his hair from when he did The Boys.
Yeah. And he's not gonna have hair like that. I mean,
no.
I mean, it's not a big.
I saw somebody also fan cast him as Hal Jordan.
That's not bad, but the thing is, I almost don't want that because
I want Batman.
and I'd be all like,
He should be
"Oh, he's
Batman.
pretty good," but he ain't no bad. He giving better at
He
Bruce.
ain't no Ryan Reynolds. No,
He
just
ain't no
kidding.
Ryan Reynolds.
But yeah, I am 100% all for Jensen Ackles playing Batman and Brave and the Bold. Just
Mm.
please. I
Oh
think he's
yeah,
perfect age for to be a dad too, because get Damien in there.
yeah.
And yeah, I need that.
I mean, he looks like Bruce Wayne a bit.
Yeah. But let us know in the comments on YouTube and on social media and stuff what your
Well,
thoughts are, and we might talk about them next episode.
well, I do want to be. You gotta. I want to have this too. You gotta have it where he works off perfectly with whoever they have as Superman. Um, I'm gonna say that to act like they
Well,
have
he's
to.
done roles where he has to like work off of somebody who, like he works with somebody the entire time. That's like complete different attitude and everything. From like
Well,
that's what Supernatural is all about. Both the brothers, right? They're like
yeah.
a team. But Dean, which was Jensen Ackles' character, he was more dark. And he's kind of brooding and like he made jokes sometimes that he was the more serious, not serious one. I don't know how to explain compared to his brother in the show, who was more like nice, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's so he's used to playing that kind of dichotomy there. So I think it would work off. I think he'd do that well. It just depends on who they get for Superman. And it looks like the guy who they got, I think, has worked with Jensen before.
Has he?
I
Because if
think
yeah,
I might be
great.
wrong.
Well, I'm saying I was like, yeah, sure, he can work with other people before, but I mean, it doesn't mean he can work with this guy. Not any bad blood. It's just you just can't see the chemistry with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And especially when you're involved in Batman and Superman, you gotta have that like good chemistry of like obviously Batman and Superman are always best friends,
okay,
but
no,
like
they haven't worked together. Okay, I was wrong.
yeah, uh, like Batman and Superman, they have like this, you know, I don't know, very respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? But know what it's super weird, super different, but yet have the same respect for each other and what they do. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
and they both kind of they're good friends. They tease around the way they kind of handle stuff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's cool, and it's like a good brotherly love in a way. So you gotta make sure you got that. But I mean, I'm sure Jensen Ackles could definitely do it.
yeah. But that is that. Do I have time to talk about this next thing? No, I do not. Okay. All right. We got James Mangold, who we know is directing DC's Studio Swamp Thing. He came out and talked about what his Swamp Thing movie is going to be like, and I have screenshots for that. Here it is. This is what James Mangold said about Swamp Thing. He says, "While I'm sure DC views Swamp Thing as a franchise, I would be viewing it as a very simple, clean, gothic horror movie about this man/monster. Just doing my own thing with this, just a standalone." So he's viewing it as just its own movie. Because I mean, we know it's going to be like not completely connected to the overall story, but it's going to be as connected as like Werewolf by Night is to the
Yeah.
MCU. Like, so it's going to be he describes it as a gothic horror film. So I'm excited. I know you haven't read much Swamp Thing. I've read a lot of Swamp Thing books. He's a very
Yeah.
interesting character.
Oh yeah, Swamp Thing's awesome.
And the Animal Man probably come after that. But yeah, it's a little bit there. James Mangold. I'm a little wary. Not that I think he could do it. I don't know if he does any horror movies. He did Logan, and Logan's amazing.
Yeah.
But then he also did a new Indiana Jones movie. But I did hear that Disney had their fingers all over that.
Well, yeah, of course.
So I don't know.
Mhm.
But I did hear Indiana Jones is kind of bad.
A
Which
little
sucks.
nervous. A little nervous about that.
But like I said, I heard a lot that you could tell Disney had their fingerprints all over it. So, because
Yeah.
I know he made Logan, and I've heard he made made other good movies before that. So,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Little,
I'll
I
call
don't
it a
know
shoot.
if I ever said about like with Deadpool and all that. Like, I don't know. Did you see that? Or was like
What?
a little pissed that Wolverine was going to be in the
Oh,
Deadpool
oh
movie.
yeah, yeah. Because it like ruined. He thought it might ruin the ending of Logan.
It's not.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He said that though. I thought I'd mention it. Here's something interesting. Angel. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I think it's Angel Manuel Soto, who's the director of Blue Beetle, has confirmed that the movie Blue Beetle itself is part of the DCU. So it is the first movie to take place in the DCU. It's kind of the prologue, I guess you'd say, because the real first movie is Superman. The real first project
Yeah.
is Creature Commandos. But there's that. He says he envisions it as a trilogy, but doesn't know if it'll get there or not. So I guess it's up to audience perception of the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
It seems like I feel like a lot of people will be because that's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna make that. Well, it could. It could make a lot, but personally, I don't think it is just because he's not the most well known character.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, every trailer. I mean, everyone I've seen talk about it said it like looks like really good, and it's gonna be one of those like word of mouth
yeah,
type, you know.
yeah, and it comes out in August. We're 2 months away, and we don't have another. We haven't had a second trailer for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon, though. We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay, I got 3 screenshots I got to read about what
Oh,
James Gunn said about the DCU. Here we go. This is what he said about DC and Marvel and everything. Here we go. He says, and how DC, the new DC, is going to be more fantastical, more than Marvel is. This is what he said meant by that. He said the biggest, if you look at the MCU, there are very few traditional superheroes. There was never a guy with a secret identity until Spider-Man in the MCU. Their Cap was turned into a soldier, even though he wears a mask. Iron Man outed himself at the end of the first Iron Man because they didn't want to deal with the secret identity stuff. So there's a bit more of a fantasy element to DCU because there are these larger than life superheroes, and you're not going to make. I mean, people are going to do whatever they're going to do in the future. But for me, there's Superman and Clark Kent. They're 2 different characters, and you have to find a way to deal with them that's as grounded as possible within this world of DC. One of the things I love about DC and excites me about DC is that in a way it's another alternate history. It is Gotham City and Metropolis and Star City and Bloodhaven and all these different places in this other reality, and it makes it a little bit like Westeros in some ways. I love that about it. I love that we get to create true world building in DC. It isn't just we're throwing some superheroes on Earth. So I think that right now, that's one of the key differences.
yeah.
That's what he said.
Star City confirmed.
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow.
Oh, please. I would fall on my knees and cry.
What? Oh, okay. Uh,
Shouldn't have left the pause right there. That was
I would go on my knees. What? Yeah. Hey. Yeah. So we kind of got a little Green Arrow confirmed. Well, he
and
is.
Bloodhaven. He said Bloodhaven too. So I mean, a little bit of Nightwing.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
Well, we know Nightwing's going to be in the Brave and the Bold. So I mean,
Yeah. I wonder who else.
um,
Well,
I mean, all the Bat family. I mean, all the way up to Damian.
that. I mean, that's cool, man. I like it.
We're gonna get an actual good. We're gonna get a live action Nightwing, like actually good one.
I can't wait to see the cast for that.
Dylan O'Brien. No, um, the one that everyone casts for every role. It feels like. But yeah, I thought I mentioned that. Very exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about him treating Clark Kent and Superman as 2 different characters? I think that's.
Perfect.
I saw some people complaining about that. I don't know why.
Why? Why? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It's Twitter, man.
Like Clark and Superman have the same morals, but they're 2 different people.
Yeah, like literally go look at Christopher Reeves.
Read a Superman book in general. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, look at Christopher Reeves, the way he played Clark Kent compared to when he played Superman.
Yeah.
Clark Kent was very kind of hunched over and shy. So with Superman, you see him straighten up a little bit and more
confident.
Yeah,
you know,
like 2 different dudes.
2 different dudes.
So different that Lois didn't even realize.
Yeah, pair of glasses. It was more than a pair of glasses, people.
Yeah,
guarantee you. Not to mention as well, Batman. You know what I'm saying? Batman's 2 different people. I mean,
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne. I mean, Bruce says himself. Well, Bruce says himself, I'm just Batman. I'm not Bruce Wayne. Right? You know what I'm saying? And so,
But there's always also that dilemma or the debate: which one is the mask, Batman or Bruce Wayne?
oh, it's Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in his head, it isn't calling.
Bruce is a sad man,
Bruce is a sad man.
and he puts on the Bruce Wayne playboy um, personality when he's out in public and everything. But Batman is who he really is. Feels like,
Yeah.
which is I don't know. I think that's why some of the DC characters are so interesting because they're just so like
Personas are like the best part of a superhero.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of like who them trying to be two different people and all that, and like who were they were before, or who in the public wants them to see who they are or whatever. I don't know if I
Yeah,
worded that right.
and it's exciting to me too that DCU we're getting secret identities. We don't have
Yeah,
that.
yeah, not at
Really,
all.
we haven't really seen that besides Spider-Man, and that really was
Well,
kind of pointless.
very very limited secret. I mean, because the
And
only
now it's back to that, but
how long?
still, yeah.
Because I don't want the next movie.
Well, everyone finds out again.
Everyone find or
We
is
have
better.
another what the ending.
Yeah, I mean, MJ knows, or MJ comes back for some stupid reason because the writers are Disney, whoever is or idiots because that makes no sense.
Can't call the writers idiots during the writers' strike.
Well, that is true. They're not idiot. I just or whoever would be in charge
Those
of that.
particular writers in the future are idiots,
Yes, or I mean, or whoever forced them to do
but
that.
still pay the writers.
Still pay them. Don't pay.
They're not idiotic enough to not get paid.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
not that they're stupid. I mean, like they're.
oh, now they're stupid, huh?
Stupid. I put myself in the corner of this one, didn't I? No, I mean, like, just whoever would be in charge of that decision, fire them.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
got you.
person.
All right. A little bit of sad news here, kind of impromptu when it happened. This is the latest piece of news here. Actor Julius Sands has passed away. I'll look up their exact uh, list of stuff that they've been in, but I got some information here. Julius Sands, who played Jor-El in Smallville, the persona, the physical version of Jor-El, and also played Jonathan Crane's dad in Gotham, who turned him into the Scarecrow in this world, or gave him his fear of scarecrows, I think. I don't remember. Well, he's been missing for a while, Julius Sands. And they've been searching for him. The search for him, who's not been seen since going hiking in the San Gabriel Mountains northeast of Los Angeles in January. It's been since January. I was unaware of this. It wasn't in the news or anything that I saw. It says it was focused on the Mount Baldy area after investigators traced pings from his cell phone to that location. Human remains were found Saturday in Southern California near the area where investigators were searching for missing British actor Julian Sands. The civilian hikers contacted the Fontana Sheriff's Station after they discovered human remains in the Mount Baldy wilderness. They said news release. They said investigators say positive identification of the remains should be completed next week. Okay, so we don't fully know yet, but this could be possibly the remains of Mr. Sands.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I mean that's pretty awful.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got I'll pull up his IMDb here. Does he have an IMDb? Yes,
Sure.
okay. Okay, he was in that movie Arachnophobia. I don't know if you've seen that. That's the scariest scary movie out of all of them.
I have not seen it.
Oh, good. It's literally just about arachnophobia, spiders.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have submechanophobia. I don't know if you
What is that?
yeah, I'm one of those people that's like, oh, that's just a made up thing. But it's the fear of man made objects underwater.
Oh, ew.
yeah, it's really weird, but I don't know. I get very uncomfortable. Not like I see it,
What
I'm like, oh no.
what about do you know what the fear of long words is?
Isn't it like a long word?
It's a huge word.
Yeah, it does.
Hippopotamostriciquipedaliophobia.
What are you afraid of? Can't
Oh,
say.
so but we gotta stop joking around quick.
Yeah,
Um this guy was Julian Sands was also in projects. What if? Oh, okay, that's something else. Um Into the Dark show came out 2019. I've heard of that. I think it's a CW show actually. Um he was in he's a lot of TV shows. He's a narrator in a lot of things. Um Gotham, he played Gerald Crane for 2 episodes. Um Going through he's in Dexter. Um Call of Duty Black Ops 2, he voiced a character named DeFalco. He voiced multiple characters in Star Wars The Old Republic. Played Jor-El in Smallville. And I'm not seeing he's been in a lot of stuff, a lot of things. Law and Orders, Stargate, all kinds of stuff. So it's very unfortunate. Thoughts go out to the family and friends.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's rough.
I, I mean, hopefully it's not. Those human remains are not him. So, I mean, still, whatever it is, respect to the family is definitely, or condolences. Uh, you know,
Yeah,
hopefully it. The biggest hope that those are not human remains, that there's just something else. But you know, but yeah, respect to the family is definitely.
yeah. All right. Gal Gadot, however you say her last name.
Yeah.
I've never been good at saying her last name. I've always said it 2 different ways.
I always said Godot, Gal Gadot.
Okay, well, she states, quote, things are being worked on behind the scenes regarding her Wonder Woman future.
I think you summed it up perfectly on Twitter. I think you should just repeat.
This is just, I still have a contract, and I can't say anything until my contract's over.
Yeah, that's
Because, I mean, James Gunn's making that famous Paradise Lost show, right? I mean, this is like, we're getting a new Wonder Woman.
yeah,
Like, I feel like that's what that's setting up. I don't know why she would come back, but none of the other ones would. Plus, she's going to do uh, Fast and Furious now. Again.
yes, again.
But yeah, that's that. Thought I mentioned that. Moving on here, this is kind of very sad for me because I really like this show. You ever heard of Super Friends? Old DC animated show, I think from the 70s.
Yes,
And the intro from the far reaches. Oh no, it goes in the Great Hall of the Justice League. There assemble the 4 greatest heroes from the far reaches of the universe. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and like the whole thing. And it's
yeah,
it's my favorite intro ever.
yeah.
Well,
Cool intro, very classic.
Super Friends, DC's first Justice League animated series, has been removed from Max.
Wow.
I don't know, but
Okay.
I am incredibly saddened by this news.
Oh, did you watch it while I was on there?
I watched a few episodes of it, but I mainly just watched it to listen to the intro because I love the intro for the show.
Intro is cool. I hate it though. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Little strange.
unless it's just like a streaming, they're going to move it to somewhere else for a little bit, like Netflix maybe, or because they
You
like
may-
making deals sometimes. I tell you what,
yeah.
did get put on Max is Evil Dead Rise, which I'm going to be watching soon.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely. I saw the dang Blu-ray release. Like the physical release is gonna have like no special features. It's just the movie,
That's weird.
and people are like really mad about that. I understand.
Yeah, I guess. Um, but yeah, it's kind of sad. I love that show, but it's no longer on Max. Now we get into the laughable stuff here. This is the second to last piece of news.
It's not a DC news without something that's
Laughable.
yeah laughable.
Well, let's talk about the Flash's box office. Per the rep, the Flash is projected. When was this? 14
Yeah, we
hours.
got to the punch. Yeah, we got to the punchline yet. Already.
The
Oh god.
Flash is projected to drop by more than 70% in theaters compared to its opening weekend, estimated to pull in around 14 million to 16 million domestically this weekend. Some estimates expect the Flash will finish the weekend at a 72% drop, which will make it the second worst second weekend fall since Halloween Ends saw an 80% drop last fall, though that horror sequel was notably released on Peacock on the same day. The Flash's numbers also make it have a sharper fall than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which had a 69.9% drop for weekend 2. It may also set the record for the furthest fall if it manages to see a fall of more than 73.8%. That's what Jared Leto's Morbius saw upon its disastrous run in theaters last year. With that said, Morbius also had a worse opening than The Flash. It debuted at 39 million. Flash debuted at hold on, I'm gonna find this. I need to see what it debuted at. It 55 million with a worldwide haul of 130 million. And apparently that's the worst for any superhero film ever.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it has
And this is
be,
not it's the test screenings.
Yeah.
They should not have done that as much as they did.
There were so many test screenings that I thought like
the movie was already out.
I was so confused. I was like, "Oh, is this where our reviews are going to come out, or is it was weird?"
And do you want to hear the funniest part?
What?
Fandango, whatever it is, movie ticket website.
Yeah.
Posted. Oh my god. Okay, let me get it up here because this is just hilarious. Oh, where's it at? Oh Lord, now I lost it.
Was it like a buy one get one free or something?
Yes, it's. They were like, "Want to see the Flash? Buy a ticket, get one free." They just want. Oh my god. No one's going to see this movie. It's been spoiled all online. I got spoiled on I think all of the big cameos. I already knew about all of them going into it.
Yeah, I did as well.
And
I was surprised with. I mean, I don't think I should just.
I got spoiled on Michael Keaton dying.
Oh,
which I'm saying that the movie's been out for like a week or two now, so I'm saying spoilers.
Well, we're looking at the box office. I think everybody wanted to see it has just seen it. So
yeah,
yeah, I didn't know George Clooney was going to be in the movie.
Yeah, did I know that? I think I did know that, but I don't know. I don't think it was a bad movie. I don't think it deserves to be this.
I understand the criticisms behind it, but I don't think it was like the worst thing.
Worse than Quantumania. Like
it's better than Shazam.
Worse than Morbius.
Yeah, like I think it's like way worse superhero movies than Flash. I think a lot of it has to do with I'd say test screenings. Ezra Miller, because I know some people are just boycotting.
The general audience doesn't even know who Ezra Miller is.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder. I don't know. I mean, they had Batman on the poster. I mean, Supergirl, Flash. I mean, you think? I don't know what the deal is. I know my theater. I saw a Thursday night showing.
There were like 2 other people in my theater with me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think. I'd say there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was like 7 other people, and that's not including the 4 that was with me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. So there was like 4 groups in total. There was like these 2 guys, this husband, wife, and their kid. He had 2 guys behind me, and it was me, my girlfriend, and 2 of my friends went to go see it. It was very, I don't know, very. But I thought, I mean, it was kind of like it was a $6 movie theater. It was kind of like out in the middle of nowhere. So I was like, no, it's gonna be. I
also saw mine on a Wednesday at like 2:30. So
yeah,
everyone's at work.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't think it deserves that big of a drop. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
I'd like to see it again because I'm wondering if I'm gonna have that Justice League effect on me, where it's just like, oh, I loved it the first time, but second time I can't even finish it. It's like awful.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm interested how that's gonna go.
Yeah. Um, Man, yeah, Flash. We'll keep you updated though. Box office. I forgot to put this in the Marvel news, but I mean, Guardians passed 850 million.
So higher than any Snyderverse film?
Not yet. He's like 20 more million.
It better get there.
But it's starting to die down because they just announced that the Blu-ray version of the movie is coming on July 8th, I think.
July 8th? I ain't too far away.
Yeah, and then probably come Disney Plus after that. And I'll be rewatching it multiple times. Anyway, and finally, final piece of DC news here. DC Comics writer Jimmy Palmiotti has shared a photo of Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn with the caption, "Great things are coming at DC Studios." Something Harley Quinn coming back in something.
Of course.
Peacemaker Season 2. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. But I don't know. You think
I just want Bloodsport back.
I don't know.
How hard is that? Or Polka Dot Man back from the grave.
Yeah,
King.
I didn't see Bloodsport and Peacemaker interact again.
They like forgive each other or something.
Forgive each other, yeah.
Imagine they become friends. Like you get like a kind of team up for Season 2. Bloodsport's there, and he's got to kind of team up with Peacemaker to help take down something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, there's that. Did I mention it? That's the end of DC news. On to gaming.
Yeah. Only two things. So not much. Batman Arkham Trilogy comes to Nintendo Switch. So prepare to put out a fire when you start running Arkham Knight.
Yes.
On that. I don't know. I didn't see a date for it. Is there a date?
I didn't. Here, I can look. Batman.
I just said it said fall.
Trilogy Switch. I think it might have said just fall. Oh, here we go. Batman Arkham Trilogy. The trailer that they put out was pretty cool. Yeah, just fall. Yeah, just fall.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, okay, that's what I felt like it was fall. Other piece of news here is, by the time y'all hearing this, it's already happened. Hopefully, they release it to the public. But Jeff Keighley's hosting a Game Awards 10-year musical event.
Jeff Keighley, creator of the Game Awards.
The Game Awards.
Creator of games, Jeff Keighley.
The Game Awards. He's just a creator of games in general. Doing a 10-year anniversary for Game Awards and doing a concert. And Marvel Spider-Man 2 theme is going to be revealed there. A little hesitant to even know if they said they would even release it to the public afterwards.
I think it's just going to be the exact same as the first one, just a little bit darker sounding. The whole like da na 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 na. The whole.
Oh yeah, anything. Crap! What's the? I literally mentioned this episode. What's the thing it does? No, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. It's 4 in the morning. We're recording this. It's taking us so long to record.
Yeah.
We talk too much.
Well, that's pretty much it. Pretty much. Hopefully, the rest to the public, and we'll talk about next episode. Say, yeah, it was good. That's it.
Yeah, basically. Okay, I guess with that we can get ready to get out of here.
Yep.
Finally, here we go. Thank you all so much for joining us this week. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404, the DARIENH4404, or on Instagram at the Comic Book Burrito _official, Facebook at the Comic Burrito _official page, or Twitter at the CB Burrito, capital C, capital B, and Burrito.
Yeah, you contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all 3 platforms. And yeah, very happy to talk about that Spider-Man 2 thing, definitely.
Yeah, and with that being said, we're going to get out of here, and we'll see you guys for the extra beef this week, Under the Red Hood. All right, see ya.
See ya.
Excelsior!